Cameron Walker. Cameron, we must start by saying that, William, he does appear to be very, very genuine about this. And, of course, it was inspired by his mother, wasn't it, Princess Diana? She took him to visit homeless people, homeless charities, when he was very, very young.
Yeah, indeed. He was 11 when he was first taken to the Passage, a homeless shelter in London. And he actually mentioned that during his speech this morning in Lambeth, that he's been inspired by that first visit with Princess Diana to really make a difference. Because, as you said in your link, critics are saying he's got 3 houses himself, 135,000 acres with the Duchy of Cornwall. Clearly, he's in a very privileged position. And I've spoken to a number of people who work very closely with the Prince of Wales. And what they say to me is that he's very aware that he has this immense privilege, and what he's trying to do is use it for good. So they're saying it's not a publicity stunt. He's not just turning up for an hour, then going away again. He has spent, from my understanding, many hours and many months behind the scenes working on this launch, pestering the people who are working for him, making sure that everything is perfect, so that these 6 locations, which are being unveiled over the next couple of days, can really start to be blueprints for ending homelessness.
Because last year he went out on the streets, didn't he, with big issue sellers?
Yeah.
Just to sell the magazine.
He did indeed, and I caught up with Dave Martin last month to talk about that. And obviously he was saying that his high profile being of this fame can really shine a light on the issue.
But given that very direct involvement, do not the critics, but the commentators say, this could be dangerous in terms of being involved directly with a political matter with a small p? Yes,
and I have, and from my understanding, he has spoken to the Housing Secretary Michael Gove, First Ministers of Wales and Scotland as well about this issue. So what his aides are insisting is that he knows that he has to stay above politics as the future king, and this is merely additive to what local government, local authorities and charities are already doing. But clearly it is a very fine line, and Prince William will have to tread carefully over the next 5 years to make sure he doesn't go the wrong side of that line.
Let's just break in, Cameron, while we're speaking. We just got some breaking news coming through from Nottinghamshire Police. And this is that a man in his 30s who was stabbed on board a train at Basford in Nottingham this morning has now died. The man said to be in his 30s. And there had been requests from the police for anyone who may have witnessed what had happened to come forward, but clearly now it may actually go into a criminal investigation in terms of what's happened. We haven't got that many details about his circumstances, but clearly now this may become a far more serious inquiry.
Yeah, we believe it was around Highbury Vale tram stop where there was the police activity and where a man was arrested. We will keep you up to date with that here on GB News. Just
to return to another matter, Cameron, while you're here, and this is all over the front page of this morning's newspapers, and this is the Duchess of York, who we're told has returned home to Windsor with Andrew after this, I think, a single mastectomy. Are we learning any more about how she is and what her chances are now of a successful recovery?
So in the last few hours, the Duchess of York has tweeted thanking the public for their kindness and support following this news. She recorded the podcast, which was released this morning, a day before she went into hospital for the single vasectomy, where she talked about the fact that she has gone public with the news that she has breast cancer is because she wants everybody else to get checked so that it's caught early and therefore is more treatable.
And this was as a result of regular screening that she was undertaking?
Yes, it was. It was a routine mammogram where this was picked up. She's 63 herself, and cancer's a very serious illness for her, as it is for many people, because her father actually died of prostate cancer all those years ago. So it is something that she was very aware of, but she clearly wants to talk about it. As far as we're aware, according to the Sun newspaper at least, she is back home now at Royal Lodge. Prince Andrew, of course, she lives with her former husband. Her 2 daughters are by her side as well, as we understand it. The hospital in which the operation was carried out was King Edward VII Hospital in Marylebone, a very famous royal hospital treating the likes of the late Queen, Prince Philip as well, so she would have had the best care.
Yeah, and we are hearing that the prognosis for her, thankfully, is good.
Yes, it is indeed.